by himself. But he did not. When he saw the star, he said, Hada Rabbi, this is my Lord. Falamma afala. When the star set, he said, no, this can never be my Lord. On and off, no. My Lord must be permanent. Then he said, I reject the star as my Lord. When he saw the moon, he said, Hada Akbar. He said, this is my Lord, this one is bigger. And when the moon set, he said, no, this can never be my Lord. How come my Lord will come and go? When he saw the sun, then he said, oh Allah, I know you can hear me. But if you don't guide me yourself to whom you are, I will be astray. We left our children to know Allah themselves. We want them to go out and learn about Allah. We left them to the carnivorous animals outside. Among them are scholars of nowadays. Among them is our environment. Among them is science. In the Yoruba palace, we call them bomo bomo. Kidnappers. They kidnap our children. They don't kidnap them physically, they kidnap them intellectually. Many of these our children at home will sit down between what he is not the person you think he is. When you say something in his head, he's just looking at you. When you take him to masjid, he is thinking of something else. His mind is far away. He doesn't believe in what you are doing because he does not understand it. Prophet Yaqub ﷺ gave us this example. When he got old and he has taught his children, he said, Ma ta'buduna min ba'di. Oh my children, 12 of them, what would you worship if I die? He has taught them, but he wants to put the test into knowledge. He said, Qalu na'budu ilahak. We will worship your Lord. If you die, we will keep on worshiping him. Wa ilaha abahik, the Lord of your father and your great father, Ibrahim, wa Ismail, wa Ishaq. The Lord, your father, Ishaq, worship. The Lord, your father, Ismail, worship. The Lord, your father, or your great father, Ibrahim, worship. Then, it was obscured. It looked as if they want to worship three gods. The Lord of Ibrahim, Ishaq, Ismail. They said, Ilaha wahida. They said, this Lord is only one. Wananu lahu muslimun. We will submit to him. Allah referred to it in Surah Baqarah, says, Amukuntum shuhada. Were you there? It hadara Yaqub al-maut. When Yaqub was very close to his death, it's called al-Bani. When he called his children. This is an example of the way our house should be. Our children should be taught who is Allah. Why do we have to worship Allah? Ask them that question. Do you believe that God exists? Don't say that. Don't take it on a platter of gold. Don't say, he must believe. When did you teach him? Where did he get the knowledge from? Ask him. Even if he goes to Allah, yes, try to be sure that he knows what he was taught. Ask him one day, assemble your children, ask them, who is your Lord? Let them say Allah. They ask them, how do you know Allah is your Lord? That's a big question. How do you know Allah is your Lord? Do you know why Prophet Ibrahim ﷺ, he asked Allah, he said, oh my Lord, after Allah taught him to know him, he said, Arini kaifa tuhyi al-mauta. Show me how you want to raise up the dead. I'm confused. I want to know. I believe you have the power to do that, but I want to see it myself the way you will do it. Allah says, Ibrahim, awalam tuhmin. After the knowledge I've given to you, do you still doubt me? Bala. Walakin litatma'inna qalbi. I believe in you. I know you have the power. But I want to have the confidence to be able to tell people. Because Ibrahim ﷺ knows the environment he finds himself. The environment of these great philosophers who would change what Allah has established. Namurud, la'natullah alayh, asked all these people to worship him that he is the Lord. And they worship him. Ibrahim said, no, he's not the Lord. And he called Ibrahim. Why do you think I'm not the Lord? Is it because I threw you into fire and you did not die? He said, no, because you are not the Lord. He said, okay, who is the Lord? He said, Rabbi, huwalladhi khalaqa as-samawati wal ard. My Lord created heaven and earth. He said, wa yuhyi wa yumit. He gives life and he takes life. So, oh, okay, because I've not done that, okay, bring me 2 slaves. And they brought 2 slaves. Said, kill this one. They kill him. He said, you go, you are free. He said, he has the audience. What have I done? They said, hey, our Lord. You kill, you give life. Ibrahim knows that was what he was not referring to that. And people knew. But because وَلَكِنْ أَكْثَرَ النَّاسِ لَا يَعْقِلُونَ وَلَا يَعْلَمُونَ. People will pretend as if it's true. Because nobody dare go against normal rules. They told Ibrahim, hey, yes, you see, he gives life and he took life. Ibrahim said, okay, for the sake of argument, I agree with that. Now, the last test. Rabbi alladhi yuhyi wa yumit. He did that. He said, okay, this is the sun. My own Lord that gives life and takes life makes the sun to rise from the east. Fa'ati biya min al-mashriq. If you are the one, change the course of the sun. Make the sun to rise from the west. Allah says, Fabuhita alladhi kafar. Namrud was like, and you know the people, they said, okay, our Lord, make it to rise from the west. Allah says, that was the last straw that broke the camel's back of Namrud. And that was the end. That was how Ibrahim was able to penetrate into the people. At the end of the day, he couldn't get all of them into Islam, but he was able to get Lut. Allah says, فَآمَنَ لَهُ لُوطٌ. Only Lut accepted. What was the point I'm driving at? Because Ibrahim knows or knew about Allah spiritually and intellectually. He could debate, he could talk about Allah. Ask your children, who is Allah? How do you think Allah is your creator? Allah then told Ibrahim, Allah says, فَخُذْ أَرْبَعَةً مِنَ الطَّيْرِ. If that is what you want to know, go and bring 4 birds. He brought them, different kind of birds. He said, slaughter them. He did. He said, put the head. ثُمَّ اجْعَلْ عَلَى كُلِّ جَبَلٍ مِنْهُنَّ جُزْءًا ثُمَّ ادْعُوهُنَّ. Put the head to yourself, mix all the feathers and then the bodies, and go onto the mountain, throw them. After that, ثُمَّ ادْعُوهُنَّ. Call each of the birds by name. Tell them in the name of Allah, raise up. Allah says, Yati nakasta'aya. In your presence, in your naked eyes, you will see them coming back to life. He did that. And immediately he calls onto the bird. For example, maybe he said, the eagle, in the name of Allah, rise up. What he saw was that in the hair, the feathers, the body, and everything he threw into air came back and formed. It is Allah whose name everything submits. And the body was coming without the head and hooked with the head and flew away. Ibrahim said, Allahu Akbar. That is it. The way we came, the way we go. If a child is asked that question, how are you sure Allah is your Lord? Let him answer the question. Let's see what's going to be his answer. Some of them will tell you, this is a question I put into practice with my own children. Some of them will tell you that I know Allah is my Lord because you told me. Well, I'm telling you, they will say because you told me. Or they will say because that's what we say in our halakha. Is that an answer to those kidnappers outside at schools? We take or took our children to schools, and ahulai yurabbuna lana atfalana, they are there training our own children for us with kufr. You are not there, you don't know what they give into them, what they teach them. They come back home and you force them to do something else. Ask them that question and see what will be their answer. It is our job as parents. The second bit, that is why the government can assist you to train your child to be engineer, but they can never assist to train your child to worship Allah. Please get that clear. In this country, you don't take your child to school, they will help you to take your child to school. Umar radiyallahu anhu, when he gave birth to his son, he called onto somebody who knows how to swim. He said, Allimuhu kayfa sibah. Teach my child how to swim. What is swimming? Out of everything. He said yes. Because if he finds himself drowned, nobody will help him. He has to help himself. Things you can never do except you have the knowledge. You must teach them. Today we teach them what ordinarily they will get. Either we teach them or not, including myself. Our primary objective is to make them to recognize their origin. Because their origin is Allah. Our origin is Allah. Any river that forgets its origin will dry off. That's what we say. If you cut off a branch of a tree and you don't attach it back, that branch will die. We have taken our children away from Allah. Because even ourselves, we are far away from Allah. We should bring them back to Allah. We should teach them their origin. We should let them identify with their Creator, Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala. It's our foremost responsibility. A child that becomes consultant in medicine has nothing to get from Allah on the day of judgment. Many of the people on the day of judgment would come back to Allah with their bounties of deeds. And Allah will say, Kalla lamma yaqdima amara. You brought this, but nothing of all these things you presented is part of what I asked you to do. Give me what I asked you to go and do. Many a time scholars will tell us that the reason why Allah created us is to worship Allah. Tell me which parts of our teaching, our training for our children is worship Allah. Unfortunately, if I'm going to use my own experience, I would say once in a week, we take our children to halaqah on Sunday or Saturday, as it may be. Some halaqah, that Saturday and Sunday is a day of prayer. They don't call it halaqah, they call it as-salatu. I'm not saying, I'm not condemning anybody, it's reality I'm talking of. Please listen to me very well. On Saturday, once in a week, they go for as-salatu, or Sunday they go for as-salatu. So when they get to as-salatu, they will be the one that will drive their children outside. Hey, this your boy, you are disturbing us. You are disturbing us, go outside. And the father will be there. It's not a lie. I was in one. I went, so they called me. They asked me to come and give them lecture. I was there. We started around 1 o'clock. Deliberately, I stayed. I wanted to see everything they did. We finished for 2.5 hours prayer. And those prayers are mixture of poison and halal. They mix everything together, everything, just anything you can just say that is sweet, that will make the women to, participate. Immediately I sat down. I was watching everything. Some children came in. The way they barb their hair is another thing. Some of them, they barb it this side. Some of them barb it this side. Some of them barb it that side. They would use the hood with the earphone. They are not participating. I went out to perform ablution. By the time I got outside, I saw almost 18 of them playing outside. Boys, girls. They all came for as-salatu. When it was my turn to talk, that's how I started my speech. Wallahi, some of the parents were crying. I said, let us do a realistic test. Please, that boy, stand up. I'm not trying to embarrass you. Give your earphone to your dad. They give it to him. Put it in here. Music. 2.5 hours. Music. Bam, 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 bam. He was listening to music. He was not there. He is elsewhere. And that day it's recorded in the family that they brought him to where? As-salatu. Why is that happening? I said, don't blame him, because what you are doing is irrelevant to his life. What you are doing, he doesn't, what is the meaning of this? He doesn't even understand Allah. You ask him to say Allah, he doesn't understand Allah. It's relevant. So he has to wind up, make an alternative to his own life. This is life. This is how we are training our children. It is our responsibilities, our duties to make them to know Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala. I'm begging you in the name of Allah. We have a child today, just like every one of us are blessed. We have children, may Allah preserve them for us and for Islam. May we reap the fruit of these children when they grow up. May we not lose them to this world and to the shayateen. But it's an effort and prayer. It is effort and prayer, not prayer alone, not effort alone. The two combined together. Let us play our role and ask Allah. And Prophet Ibrahim says, Allahumma awladi muqimin as-salat. Make my children to be those who will always establish regular salat. When he prayed in Mecca, that was what he said. He said, وَجْعَلْ عَفْوِ إِذَا مِنَ النَّاسِ تَهْوِي إِلَيْهِمْ. Do not leave these people. They are neglected. Make the whole world to come back to these people. It was prayer and effort. He did not say it alone. He put his effort. Let's put our effort as Father. It is enough of Komoto Jogun Majogun. No, you see, we started from the time we got married in the 30s. We were 30, we said Komoto Jogun Majogun. Before my children grow up, I will enjoy myself. Now we are 50. You are still saying Komoto Jogun Majogun. What ogbon do you want to eat now? If you eat beyond necessary, you will feel very, very uncomfortable. Many of us cannot eat in the night again. I know. Some of my friends tell me that I learned from a friend not to eat in the night again. Because he always complains. He said, when it is, I don't want to mention his name, he's here. He said, when it is 6 o'clock, he doesn't eat again. I said, why? I said, at my age, if I do that, up to 12 o'clock, I won't be able to sleep. I said, oh. Then I tried it and it worked. So if at 50 you cannot eat in the night, what is the Komoto Jogun Majogun you are running after again? Another person was telling me yesterday that somebody died in that area. They all built house together. He said immediately he died. The third day, the gate man called him from Nigeria and he said, Baba, that's a way of hailing somebody that is very rich or bigger than you. He said, Baba, he said, do you know that your friend that built the third house? He said, yes. He died 3 days ago. He said, hey! He said, he died. He said, they buried him. But his son is here. I want to talk to you. Then he said, hey. The other person picked up the phone and said, please, our father has gone and then we've complained to sell his house. And we were told that you were the one that built, that you bought the land together. Please, are you interested? He said, the phone just dropped from his hand. He said, hey! Your father died 3 days ago and you've collected to sell the house. Is that not, that is life. It's not because the children are poor. No, please don't get strong. Don't say, because you didn't train the children, you are lying. It's because those children don't like that accommodation. Yes, I've once had a child that says, is it the house my mother built? Never. I will never stay here. I will have to build my own elsewhere. They have different ideas. And we keep on hiding that, I'm working for my children. Which children are you working for? You are a liar. You are not working for your children. You are lying. You build house in your country. You go home once in a year on the day of Eid. You slept in that house for 1 week and you put your that block at key. Come back for another 300 and something years or days. The house will be under lock and key. What type of accommodation is that? We don't think. If you build 4-bedroom flat, rent out 3-bedroom flat. Yes, that's reasonable enough. Even if you like, rent out the whole 4-bedroom flat. That's why we have hotels. When you go to Nigeria, go and lodge yourself in the hotel. What about that? And if you don't have good friends to sleep, you don't have friends that you can. If I go to Nigeria, I sleep in my friend's house. It's okay for me. I have so many friends that will say, please come, please. Now I'm going. Some of them call me and say, if you are coming this year, either like it or not, you have to stay in my house. That is Islam. That is a good man. That is communal life. But we, I don't want anybody to. You are the only sane person. That is good. When you sleep with one of your friends, will say, I don't like the way the wife treated me. The way she gave me beverages and she was complaining about the fruit juice. I don't like it, so I'm not saying it. It's a lie. It's because you don't want them to know you. Because you are stingy yourself. And you lock the house. We have our cars under lock and key too. Put them there. A friend was telling me one day, he said he bought a BMW, whatever series, that whenever he's coming back to Highland, he take off the tires and then deflate the oil. So I said, so the car will be there for 1 year. I was looking at him. I said, for whose benefit is that? I said, let me tell you, if you die today, new tires will get there, or they will send it to those at Bolade or Ode. This is the type of life we are living. No, let's be realistic. Let's say the truth. And we work night and days for this. Night and days. That does not mean with all those things you have, if you are going to die of cancer, that you will escape it. With all the level of medical equipment in Europe, If Allah says it is cancer that will kill you, you will be killed.